Ladies and gentlemen, welcome everybody to Monday Night Raw. We are live here tonight in a sold out Detroit, Michigan. Here live tonight for Monday Night Raw. And coming to you guys tonight in our main event, we have the OTC, Roman Reigns. He'll be in action after his loss last week against the champion Seth freaking Rollins. Here tonight though, he'll be taking on the ring general known as Gunther. Here live tonight for Monday Night Raw in our main event for Monday Night Raw. And also tonight as well, we have our first round tournament for the Women's Intercontinental Championship continues. It will be Raquel Rodriguez. She'll be in action taking on the Queen, Charlotte Flair, here tonight for Monday Night Raw. And also tonight, another first round matchup, we have Becky Lynch taking on Carmen Petrovich here live tonight. And that is all coming up here on Monday Night Raw. And here comes the undisputed WWE Champion, the Revolutionary, the Visionary, Seth freaking Rollins. Well, it was last week here on Monday Night Raw, where Seth Rollins defeated the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns in our main event on Monday Night Raw. But here tonight, the champion is gonna make a statement here tonight. What will the champion have to say after his victory last week on Monday Night Raw? And also about what has been going on these past couple of weeks between him, Rock, Gunther, and Reigns. For weeks now, everybody's had something to say. Roman Reigns says this title still belongs to him. Gunther says he's already proved he's better than me. And The Rock keeps trying to remind everybody who runs WWE. But every single week, I walk out here with this. And every week, none of them can do a damn thing about it. So, Roman, if you're back there, if you're tired of staring at my championship, then come out here and say what you really want. Oh, and here comes the OTC, the Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. Well, last week, like I said, Roman Reigns losing to the champion Seth Rollins in the main event of Monday Night Raw. And for the past couple of weeks, Roman Reigns has been trying to chase the undisputed WWE champion. And he's been wanting to try to get that title for quite a while. Since season number 2, the finale of season number 2, I should say, where Roman Reigns won the Royal Rumble, headlined WrestleMania to face the visionary Seth Rollins for the Undisputed WWE Championship. But in that match, lost to the champion Seth Rollins in the main event of WrestleMania. But what does Reigns have to respond to the champion here tonight? You want to know what I want? I want my championship back. You call yourself a champion, but champions don't survive. They dominate. And ever since WrestleMania, you've been surviving. Barely. Oh, really, Roman? Because the last time we stood in this ring together, I beat you. Last week and at WrestleMania. No. You escaped. Oh, and here comes the Reign General, Gunther. Well, this man you don't want to take lightly. And he's been also trying to chase the Undisputed WWE Championship. Because a couple weeks ago, here on Monday Night Raw in the main event, Gunther defeated the champion in a non-title match. And ever since then, Gunther has been trying to chase that championship around Seth Rollins' waist ever since he beat him. Well, what does Gunther have to respond to both these men here tonight? This is exactly the problem. You both speak with emotion. You both speak with ego. But I speak with facts. A few weeks ago, I defeated the WWE Champion. And unlike you, Roman Reigns, I don't live in the past. You both continue arguing over who deserves this championship when the answer is obvious. The most dominant competitor in WWE should be holding that championship. Then try and take it from me, Gunther. Oh, I will. But unlike the two of you, I don't need to scream about it every week. Oh, and here comes the CEO of WWE, the final boss, The Rock. The Rock has his work cut out for him. For the past weeks on Monday Night Raw, these three men has been going at it. And don't forget, The Rock at WrestleMania after Seth Rollins defeated Roman Reigns for the title, to retain the title. It was that man, The Rock, assaulting Seth Rollins after that match. So what does The Rock have to say to all three of these men here in the ring? Because for the past weeks, these three men just been going at it. Of course, The Rock too, but these three men in particular have just been tearing each other apart for numerous weeks here on Monday Night Raw. So the question is, will the score settle? Whatever The Rock will say here tonight. Enough. For weeks now, this has been chaos. Roman Reigns thinks he deserves special treatment. Gunther thinks one victory makes him the king of WWE. And Seth Rollins, you keep testing the final boss. No, Rock. I'm exposing you. Huh. Seth, that's funny. You want opportunities? Fine, you'll get one. Roman Reigns, you want your title? And Gunther, you want to prove you're the most dominant man in WWE? Then at Saturday's main event, it will be Seth Rollins defending the WWE Championship against Roman Reigns and Gunther. And here comes Raquel Rodriguez.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Rio Grande Valley, Texas,
Raquel Rodriguez in this first round for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. As we look at the bracket here, she is taking on Charlotte Flair here tonight, here on Monday Night Raw. And here comes the Queen, Charlotte Flair.
And her opponent from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair, the former women's champion here on the show, dating back to season number 1. Here in this matchup in the tournament for the Women's Intercontinental Championship, the winner of this match will be taking on Jade Cargill next week here on Monday Night Raw. But here tonight, it's Flair and Rodriguez one-on-one. As here we go, Rodriguez and Flair one-on-one. As this matchup is now underway, here we go. Big chop to the chest there from Charlotte Flair. Already trading blows as both of these women here, middle of the ring. Here in our first round matchup for the Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament. Big forearm there from Charlotte Flair. And now a reversal by Raquel Rodriguez. And now it's Raquel and Charlotte Flair. Horrible tie up here. Charlotte Flair on the upper hand here on the corner. Big punch to the face there from Flair. And now Flair with a big shoulder tackle to the corner. And now it's Flair on Raquel Rodriguez. Big stomp to the corner. And now the Queen in control of things here. Cover here on Raquel. Kick out at 1. Well, like I said, winner of this match faces off against the Storm, Jade Cargill, next week here on Monday Night Raw to see who will go to the finals. Big takedown there from Flair. And now Charlotte Flair in the corner here. As Charlotte on to Raquel Rodriguez. As Raquel with the reversal back. Here comes Charlotte Flair with a takedown of her own. And now it's Raquel rolling outside the ring. Charlotte Flair top rope here. Charlotte Flair with a big moonsault to the outside of the ring. What a moonsault from Flair. And now Flair with the death press outside the ring to Raquel Rodriguez. And now Raquel throwing her across ringside here. Big punch to the face there from Raquel. As Charlotte Flair has her up. Big backbreaker there. Down goes Raquel. Big kick to the face there from Raquel. As Charlotte gets thrown across ringside once again. Count of 6 here. Reversal by Flair. As Raquel back inside the ring. Raquel big clothesline. And now Raquel Rodriguez has her up. Tejana bomb. Down goes Flair. Cover here on Raquel. Kick out at 2 from Flair. What a Tejana bomb from Raquel Rodriguez. As Raquel in the corner on Charlotte Flair. What a big win this would be for Raquel Rodriguez on the Charlotte Flair. Big boot there from Raquel. And now Raquel Rodriguez onto Charlotte Flair. Throwing her off the ropes here. Catches her. Big power slam from Raquel. And now Charlotte Flair here. Trying to get some offense in, but Raquel with a big snap suplex. And now Raquel Rodriguez on the upper hand onto Charlotte Flair. And now Raquel heading up top rope here onto Charlotte Flair. Elbow drop to Charlotte. And now Raquel with the submission hold locked in. Will Charlotte Flair tap here? Can Raquel Rodriguez go to the second round? Reversal by Charlotte. And now Flair on the offense here. As Charlotte Flair, reversal by Raquel Rodriguez. Punch to the back there from Raquel. Raquel has her up here. Raquel. Big move from Raquel. Cover here to go to the second round. Kick out at 2. And Raquel Rodriguez setting things up here for the finishing touches on the Charlotte Flair. Big power bomb. Cover to go to the second round. Can this be it? That's it. Raquel heads to the second round to face Jade Cargill.
Here is your winner,
What a win for Raquel Rodriguez to advance to the second round of the tournament. What a win. You got something to say, Cena? Because you've been staring at that screen like you're watching the end of the world. Maybe I am. Like I said, at Money in the Bank, I'm facing whoever walks in as champion, Seth. It didn't matter if it was you, Roman Reigns, Gunther, hell, even The Rock pulling strings from his office chair. But after hearing you earlier tonight, you're right about one thing, Seth. They are. The battle lines are drawn. Then you understand exactly what this is now, John. Roman wants his empire back. Gunther wants to dominate this company. The Rock wants control over all of it. And me? I'm the guy standing in the middle, holding this title together, while everybody takes shots at me from every direction. You want to know something funny, Seth? You sound exactly like me 10 years ago. But the difference is, though, when the pressure hit me, I didn't crack. But for you, you're starting to look tired. Roman's in your head. Gunther's breathing down your neck. The Rock's manipulating the whole damn board. And now, you're looking over your shoulder at me because you know what happens if you survive all of them. I'm waiting at Money in the Bank. You think I'm worried about you, John? John, with all due respect, lately, you can't even get past Drew McIntyre. Twice. WrestleMania and that Backlash. So before you start talking about challenging me for my championship, maybe figure out why Drew McIntyre keeps proving you can't hang with this generation anymore. Careful, Seth. Because every loss I've taken, I owned it. I got back up. I kept fighting. That's what makes me dangerous, Seth. You're carrying the title, but I'm carrying the clock. My career is almost over. And that means I've got nothing left to lose. And that's exactly why I can't underestimate you, John. But if you make it to Money in the Bank against me, you won't be facing the guy Drew beat. You'll be facing the man who survived Roman Reigns, the man who outlasted Gunther, and the man who shut The Rock up. You'll be facing the Visionary that survived them first, Seth. Because if those battle lines are really drawn, eventually everybody runs out of allies. And here comes the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
Well, it was back at Backlash where Drew McIntyre defeated John Cena in that epic Extreme Rules match. But here tonight, though, Drew McIntyre takes on Damian Priest one-on-one here on Monday Night Raw. Drew McIntyre very, very happy about defeating John Cena not only at Backlash, but also at WrestleMania a couple months ago.
And his opponent from New York City, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest.
Well, Damian Priest here is a former international champion back in season number 1. But here tonight, as a score to settle with Drew McIntyre, I should say. Damian Priest been doing very, very well here on Universe Mode for season number 3. This matchup is now underway. Here we go. Big clothesline there from Damian Priest onto Drew McIntyre. Big moonsault, nobody home, as Drew McIntyre on the upper hand here onto Damian Priest. As Drew McIntyre here has Damian Priest. Big powerbomb from McIntyre. Like I said, McIntyre very pleased that he defeated John Cena back in Backlash. Here tonight tries to take a win on to Damian Priest. In the cover here from Priest. Reversal pin from McIntyre here, and a kick out there from Priest. As McIntyre, big boot to the corner there to Damian Priest. As Drew McIntyre on the upper hand once again. As Drew, big neck breaker there. Down goes Priest. And now it's Drew McIntyre heading up top rope here onto Damian Priest. Big leg drop there from Drew McIntyre. And now look at this, a roll up here from Damian to steal a victory on McIntyre. Kick out at 1 from McIntyre. And now the clothesline, nobody home there. McIntyre kicked to the midsection onto Damian Priest. Has him up over his shoulders is Drew McIntyre. And now on his shoulders now. Face first off the ropes goes Damian Priest. Reversal by Priest though. And now Damian Priest on to Drew. Reversal by Drew McIntyre. And now McIntyre back on back on his feet here. Big sit out power slam. As Drew McIntyre here. Punch to the face. Trading blows is Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre here. And now Damian Priest in trouble here. Glasgow kiss from Drew McIntyre into the cover here for the victory. Can this be it? That's it. Drew McIntyre just beat Damian Priest just like that.
Here is your winner, the Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre.
What a win for Drew McIntyre here tonight on Monday Night Raw. This is where legends rise. This is where moments become history. This is Saturday night's main event. Live June 6th, 7 p.m. Eastern. The WWE Universe takes over New York in Madison Square Garden. The stakes higher than ever. The rivalries reaching their breaking point. Champions will be tested. Contenders will rise. And careers will be changed forever. Because this isn't just another night. This is prime time. This is must see. This is where everything is on the line. Saturday night's main event, live June 6th, 7 p.m. Eastern. You don't want to miss it. Last week, me and Cody walked down to that ring and reminded everybody who we are. Former tag team champions. The Standard. And while Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed were busy surviving the Street Profits, they forgot something. They're holding our championships. That's right, Randy. Braun and Bronson, you want competition, right? You wanted a legacy team to step up. Well, next Monday Night Raw, you got it. Me and Randy want those tag team championships. And not just any match. Hell in a Cell. See, we know what kind of destruction those two bring. So next week, there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and nowhere for anybody to interfere. Just 4 men locked inside hell. Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed. You two have been very dominant. You did defeat us last time for those tag team titles at Backlash. But dominance doesn't last forever. Eventually, legends come to collect. And trust me, I'll do whatever it takes to get those titles back. That's right, Randy. Next week on Raw, hell awaits.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
There we go. We have some one-on-one action here. In our last first round matchup for the Intercontinental Women's Intercontinental Tournament there. Here on the screen is Carmen Petrovich taking on Becky Lynch. Winner will be facing Lyra Valkyria next week here on Monday Night Raw. And what a win this could be for Carmen Petrovich, this young rising star, if she could take out the man in Becky Lynch, a former women's champion as well. And here comes Big Time Bex. Big Time Bex, Becky Lynch, coming down to the ring. And what looks like she wants to add another title in her resume. She's a former women's champion here on Universe Mode. Now trying to be the Women's Intercontinental Championship. But first she has to go to the first round and also the second round. But I would say she is a threat in this tournament. So here we go, this matchup's underway. Here we go. And I look at this, a proper stare down between these two women. The young rising star in Carmen Petrovich meets the man in Becky Lynch. And now Carla tie up here from both women here. And now in the corner goes Becky. Big punch to the face there from Petrovich. And now reversal by Becky Lynch, the man. And now Lynch with a big suplex there. Down goes Petrovich. And now a horrible tie up here from both women here. As Carmen Petrovich has the upper hand. Into the corner goes Lynch. Kick to the midsection there from Lynch though. Lynch fighting back. As Becky Lynch on playing defense here as Petrovich just wearing down the man as the man with the reversal on the Petrovich here. Taking her down here to the ground. Down on one knee is Petrovich. Big throw there from Petrovich on to Becky Lynch. And now it's Petrovich here. Reversal by Lynch into the corner. Now face first goes Petrovich from Becky Lynch. And now it's Becky Lynch pulling the arm of Petrovich in that corner. Reversal by Petrovich though. Petrovich with a roll up here. The seal of victory on the Lynch here. Can this be it? Kick out at one. Now big kick to the midsection there. Reversal by Lynch. Lynch now. Takedown to Petrovich. And now it's Becky Lynch here. On to Carmen Petrovich. Kick to the midsection from Lynch. As Becky Lynch here has her up. Reversal by Petrovich. And now as Petrovich has her over her shoulders. Reversal by Lynch into a takedown of her own. And now the man heading up top rope here. What could she be thinking? Her elbow drop from Lynch to Petrovich. And now it's Becky. Reversal by Petrovich. As Carmen Petrovich here. Big kick to the face. And now Petrovich. Big takedown into a submission hold. Will Lynch tap here? Will Lynch tap here, middle of the ring? What a win this could be for Petrovich here tonight to advance to the second round as Lynch fighting out of it here. And now a big leg drop there from the man. Now the man taking Petrovich outside the ring. Back inside the ring goes Carmen Petrovich. And now the man here. The man Becky Lynch with the roll up here on a Petrovich. Can this be it to advance to the second round? Kick out of two. And now it's Becky Lynch off the ropes is Petrovic. Arm drag into the cover here to advance second round and trying to cheat her way to victory is Becky Lynch. Kick out at 2. And now the man here. Wrestled by Carmen Petrovic. Punch to the back of the head. Carmen with a takedown of her own. And now it's Carmen Petrovic here. On to Becky Lynch. Stomp to the arm there. And now Petrovic. Swing kick from Petrovic. Can this be it? What a win this could be. Kick out at 2. What does Petrovic need to do to take out the man as Becky Lynch and Carmen Petrovic trading blows middle of the ring? Big slap from Becky. Big slap from Carmen. And now Becky Lynch telling her to bring on both men. Here we go. Both men here. Heated as all hell. And now punch from Becky. Punch to the back of the head. Lynch now. Manhandle slam to Petrovic. Cover here to go to the second round. Can this be it? That's it. Becky Lynch advances to the second round. What a win for Becky Lynch as she faces Lyra Valkyria next week here on Monday Night Raw. Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes want to challenge us inside Hell in a Cell next week? Good, because I'm sick of hearing about the past. Sick of hearing about legends. Sick of hearing about former champions acting like this division still belongs to them. This division belongs to us. That's right, Braun. Street Profits found out last week what happens when you step in our way. We don't just beat teams, we destroy them. And Cody, Randy, inside Hell in a Cell, there's nobody coming to save you after the tsunami drops. But let's talk about something everybody else saw tonight. Randy Orton. I saw the look in your eyes when Cody was talking. That wasn't partnership, my friend. That wasn't trust. That was frustration. Tick time bomb. Cody Rhodes still believes this is about winning together. Randy knows the truth. When people get desperate, Randy Orton does what Randy Orton does. He strikes. And here comes the megastar, L.A. Knight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, L.A. Knight.
Well, let's take it back last week here on Monday Night Raw. It was L.A. Knight coming down to the ring and interrupting and disrupting the Kevin Owens and Damian Priest match that happened. But here tonight, LA Knight is in action here tonight. And here comes Ethan Page.
In Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 225 pounds, Ego Ethan
Well, Ethan Page here on Monday Night Raw has been doing very, very well for himself to start this season. But here tonight, though, has a tall task ahead of him against the megastar known as LA Knight. And this could be a possible dream match, I should say, as well, too, between the megastar and the all-ego of Ethan Page. So we go, Knight's ready, and so is Page. Here in this one-on-one contest, his matchup's underway, and now a death press from both one another, middle of the ring already. Not wasting any time there, as LA Knight and Ethan Page, as in the corner is Ethan Page, kicked in the midsection there from LA Knight. As LA Knight on the defense here, and Ethan Page wearing down the megastar. As Ethan Page here, reversal by LA Knight. LA Knight now here on the outside of the ring on the apron, punch to the face from Page. As Ethan Page right to the apron goes LA Knight. And now the stomps goes from Ethan Page to the megastar. Big boot laying out LA Knight is Ethan Page, and busted open is LA Knight. As Ethan Page here heading up top rope here. Page, dump big shoulder tackle outside the ring. Goes LA Knight. And now a reversal by the megastar. Kick to the head there from the all-ego of Ethan Page. Like I said, LA Knight coming out and distracting the new Intercontinental Champion and Kevin Owens. But here, Knight getting assaulted here on the outside by Ethan Page. That's kind of 5 from referee Charles Robinson. As Ethan Page here, big swinging neck breaker there, taking out LA Knight. As Knight here, throwing him outside the ring here. Kind of 8. Ethan Page back inside the ring. And now look at this. LA Knight just showboating. Ethan Page right in front of him. I don't know what he's trying to do there. Oh my lord. Right off the turnbuckle goes Knight. Cover here from Page. Can this be it? Kick out at 1. As Ethan Page here. Off the ropes goes LA Knight. Big elbow to the face. LA Knight busted open here. Reversal by Knight. And now Knight punch to the face there. LA Knight. BFT to Page. Cover here. Can this be it? Kick out at 2. As LA Knight here. Right in the corner goes Page. Now wait, what's this? Oh man. Look who it is. That's the Intercontinental Champion. And Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens here trying to distract LA Knight. A reversal by Knight here. Knight has Ethan Page. Big neck breaker there from Knight. Kevin Owens trying to pull a play out of LA Knight's playbook after what happened last week there. As now Knight still on the upper hand on to Ethan Page. Big move there from Knight. Cover here on Page to put him away. Can this be it? Kick out at 1. As LA Knight here on Ethan Page. Face first goes Page up the corner. Reversal by Page. And now Page on to LA Knight. Kicked in the midsection there. Reversal by LA Knight. As now Ethan Page on the ropes here. Gets thrown outside the ring. Is Ethan Page. Knight here. What does he have in mind? Reversal by Page. Now both men on the outside here. Big move from Ethan Page here on the outside. And now Ethan Page. What's he looking for here? Page has him up. Big move from Ethan Page. As LA Knight is just bitter, battered, and bloodied right now. As Ethan Page into the cover here. What a win this could be for Page. Here tonight on LA Knight. Kick out at 2. What a match this has been on Monday Night Raw. Page, swinging neck breaker tonight. Cover, can this be it? That's it. Ethan Page picks up the victory here tonight.
Here is your winner, Ethan.
What a win for Ethan Page here on Monday Night Raw tonight against LA Knight. What a win. And here comes Rhea Ripley.
Is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley.
Well, let's take it back last week here on Monday Night Raw. It was Toni Storm was in action, but here Rhea Ripley distracting the women's champion in her match up there. But here tonight, Rhea Ripley is in action here on Monday Night Raw. Rhea Ripley, one of the greatest women's wrestlers here on Universe Mode, former women's champion, multi-time women's champion, I should say, back in season 1. Lining herself with the Judgment Day at a huge rivalry between her and Tiffany Stratton at season number 1. But here tonight, though, Rhea is in action. And here comes B-Fab.
And her opponent, representing the Street Profits from Canton, Ohio, B-Fab.
Well, B-Fab here taking on Rhea Ripley here on 101 action here on Monday Night Raw. I can tell you this too, this is B-Fab's first matchup here on Universe Mode. So basically her debut match is here, taking on a former women's champion. And she has a tall task ahead of her, ladies and gentlemen, taking on Rhea Ripley, the Eradicator. B-Fab, best friends with the Street Profits. So we got Rhea is ready, so is B-Fab. As this matchup's underway, here we go in our one-on-one action here. Big boot there from B-Fab. Laying out Rhea Ripley already into the cover here. What a win this would be. If B-Fab can pull a victory against the Eradicator known as Rhea Ripley, that'll be a big shock here. Let's just roll up here from Rhea Ripley here. Reversal as Ripley here. On to B-Fab. Big against the gray there from B-Fab. Well, let me tell you a little bit about B-Fab. She teamed up with Hit Row in WWE. Also, like I said, best friends with Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins of the Street Profits. As Ripley here on to B-Fab. Throwing off the ropes here is Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, one of the most dominant women wrestlers here in this industry thus far. As Ripley taking out B-Fab outside the ring. As Ripley here. Big German suplex. Laying out B-Fab. As Ripley just throws her across here outside the ring. As Ripley goes back outside. Big kick to the midsection there to B-Fab. As B-Fab, big power slam to Ripley. Now big kick to the back there. Right to Rhea Ripley. As B-Fab. Reversal by Ripley. As Rhea Ripley here. Right face first. Off the mat. Outside the ring goes B-Fab. Courtesy of Rhea Ripley. As Rhea waiting for B-Fab to get back inside the ring. Big punch to the back of the head there. Reversal by B-Fab. Here comes B-Fab on to Rhea Ripley. Big clothesline from B-Fab. As B-Fab is in control of things here. On to Rhea Ripley. Cover here from B-Fab. Can this be at middle of the ring? Kick out at two from Rhea. As B-Fab here has Rhea. Oh my lord, what a move there from B-Fab. And now B-Fab setting things up here onto Rhea Ripley. B-Fab, big move there from B-Fab. Cover. What a win this could be. Kick out at two. And now B-Fab going middle rope here. Rhea Ripley going back on her feet. Stumbling to her feet as Ripley. Big kick to the face there from B-Fab. Drop kick, down goes Rhea Ripley. As Ripley rolls outside the ring here. Also by Rhea. As Rhea reversal by B-Fab. Right off the ring post goes Rhea Ripley. As now it's Rhea and B-Fab here on the outside. Reversal by Ripley. Look out from behind Rhea! It's Toni Storm, the women's champion, assaulting Rhea Ripley here outside the ring. Well, the referee had to call out this match here, obviously, because Toni Storm, the women's champion, just assaulting Rhea Ripley here on Monday Night Raw. Throw into a barricade, and now Toni Storm, not finished yet. Kick to the face to Ripley. Ripley's defenseless here, as Toni Storm is assaulting the hell out of Rhea Ripley. Take out the leg here on the outside of the ring. And now Toni Storm not finished yet. Toni Storm now throws her back inside the ring. And now Storm. What's she thinking here? She's thinking about doing something here. I don't like it. As Toni Storm here gets back in the ring here. Toni Storm. Big knee to the face. Right to Ripley. Rhea Ripley. Down she goes to the mat. As Toni Storm now just wander her way around the ring here and now picks up her title here. Oh man, Toni Storm. Rhea Ripley doesn't know where she's at right here. As Toni Storm just assaulted Rhea Ripley with that women's title. And now Toni Storm not finished yet. Toni Storm looking to make a statement to her challenger here. Toni Storm, knee to the face, busted open as Rhea Ripley. Toni Storm, the women's champion, making a statement here tonight. Loving Universe mode? If you're enjoying the shows, rivalries, and everything going down in this Universe mode, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any of the action. We got more promos, crazy matches, and huge moments coming every week, so make sure you're a part of the ride. Now let's get back to the show. And it's main event time, and here comes the ring general, Gunther.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, Gunther!
Well, we saw last week here on Monday Night Raw where Gunther coming down to the ring after that big Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins match in our main event last week and staring a hole into the champion. As we know, this coming up at Saturday night's main event, it will be a triple threat match for the Undisputed Championship. Seth Rollins defends his title against Gunther and Roman Reigns at Saturday night's main event. But here tonight, Gunther goes one-on-one with the tribal chief known as Roman Reigns here in our main event tonight for Monday Night Raw. And here comes the OTC, the Tribal Chief, a former Ring of Honor champion, Roman Reigns. Well, last week here on Monday Night Raw, Roman Reigns lost to the undisputed WWE Champion Seth Rollins in the main event of Monday Night Raw. But here tonight, trying to redeem himself from last week's deficit by picking up a win against the ring general Gunther here tonight. Was that season 1 where Roman Reigns was Ring of Honor champion and losing his title at WrestleMania against Jon Moxley by getting pinned in the middle of the ring. And also that in that match was Seth Rollins as well. 3 former Shield friends battling out at WrestleMania 2 years ago. And then season 2 hit. Roman Reigns and the Bloodline and The Rock taking power here on Universe Mode by having Triple H leaving his job as GM. along with Shane McMahon as well. But here in Season 3, Roman Reigns wants some gold once again. Here we go. Reigns is ready and so is Gunther. As this matchup's underway, here we go in our main event for tonight. As a horrible tie up here from both men, middle of the ring. Roman Reigns, like I said, a former Ring of Honor champion. Gunther trying to get his first World Championship title here on Universe Mode by hopefully or trying to beat Rollins and Reigns at Saturday night's main event for the Undisputed title. Big send time there from the Ring General. The Ring General defeating the Undisputed Champion Seth Rollins a handful of weeks ago here on Universe Mode on Monday Night Raw in a non-title match. But ever since then, Gunther aiming for the title. As Gunther and Reigns, horrible tie up here on the ropes is Reigns and Gunther. Big punch to the face there from the Ring General. And now a big punch again from Gunther. Roll up here from Reigns to put away Gunther early. Kick out from Gunther. As now Reigns here takes him down to the ground. Punch reversal by Gunther. Big clothesline there from Gunther. And now Gunther with a big send time. And now the Ring General working on the leg of Roman Reigns. And now it's Reigns. And he's thrown on the apron here. Reigns in trouble here on Gunther. Big takedown there. Into the cover here on the Reigns is Gunther to put him away. Early pin. Kick out at 1. That's now Gunther here. Has him up. Throws him across the ring. Back inside goes Reigns to the ring. And then clothesline there from Gunther. And now Gunther. Big clothesline once again. It's been all Gunther thus far here in our main event. Big elbow drop to Reigns. Cover here on Reigns is Gunther. Middle of the ring. Kick out at 1. And now Reigns throws him to the corner. Big clothesline there to the corner. And now it's Reigns on the offense here. And now big boot reversal by Gunther there. Big clothesline again from the Ring General. And now Gunther blocked from Reigns. Reigns with the reversal there. And now Roman Reigns throws him off the ropes here. Superman punch from Roman Reigns. Into the cover here on Gunther to put him away. Can this be it? Kick out at 2. And now reversal by Gunther here. As Gunther has him up over his shoulders. Gunther face first goes Reigns off the corner. Reversal by Reigns there. And now it's Reigns. Gunther on their apron here. Takes him out outside the ring. And now Reigns puts the assault on Gunther outside the ring here. Reigns proving why he wants to be champion once again. As Gunther throws him across the ringside here. And now Gunther, big knee to the face there right to Roman Reigns. And now a death press from Gunther, unleashing the assault on Reigns. Big knee to the face there from Gunther. Count of 7 here. Reigns still down to the ground here. Gunther looks like he has this match won. Count of 9. Reigns back on his feet. Beats the count. And now Gunther doesn't even know that Reigns is back inside the ring here. Reversal by Gunther to the corner is Reigns. And now reversal by Reigns here. And now Roman Reigns. Reversal back. Here comes Gunther. Kick to the midsection from Gunther. Gunther here has him up. Big powerbomb from Gunther. And now Gunther telling Reigns to get up. Reigns stumbling back to his feet here. With the drop kick. Reversal by Gunther. Reversal by Reigns, I should say. And now Roman Reigns setting things up in the corner. Roman Reigns. Spear from Reigns. Down is Gunther. Cover here on Reigns. Can this be it? Kick out at 1. Only a 1 count for the Reign General. Wow. As Reigns throws Gunther to the corner here. Unleashing the clotheslines is Reigns. Big clothesline to Gunther. I'm just shocked that Gunther just kicked out a 1 from a spear from the Tribal Chief. Big boot outside the ring goes Gunther. And now the count starts for Gunther. As Reigns, top rope, elbow drop. Outside the ring goes Reigns. Reversal by Gunther. Big drop kick there. Down goes Reigns. And now Gunther here. Huge clothesline taking out Reigns. And now Gunther here. Throwing it back inside the ring. As Gunther going for the pin on Reigns. Can this be it? Kick out at 2. As Gunther telling him to get up. Gunther look at the drop kick again. Reversal by Reigns. Reigns with the stomp to the midsection there. And now Gunther crawling to the corner. What a main event this has been on Monday Night Raw. As Roman Reigns here turns himself around. Reigns throws him to the shoulder. Shoulder first, right in the corner. And now Reigns just manhandling Gunther in the corner. And now Roman Reigns charging things up here. Reigns. Spear! Once again. Down goes Gunther. Cover here on Reigns. Can this be it? That's it. Roman Reigns picks up the victory.
Here is your winner, the OTC,
What a win for Roman Reigns here tonight on Monday Night Raw. Oh, and look who's coming down to the ring. It is the WWE Champion, Seth freaking Rollins, staring a hole in the OTC's eyes. We'll see you guys all on Wednesday for Wednesday Night SmackDown.